Okay, welcome everybody. Getting ready for the Tour of Mont Blanc, I thought I'd create a visual for you of the pack list. As you know, there's no such thing as a bad trip, only bad gear. So let's start with the pack. You're going to want to have a 30 to 45 liter backpack, which is a smaller backpack. And try to get one that's kind of light. Some of these ones that are small still weigh a bunch. This is a Talon 44 liter Osprey brand. It weighs 2.5 pounds. Very nice pack. We're going to encounter a lot of weather potentially. And you don't want your gear to get wet, so you want to have 2 layers of protection. The first and most important layer of protection is to put your gear inside of a waterproof carrying bag. You can buy swanky, expensive waterproof bags to put your clothing in, or you can absolutely go with a budget. Ziploc bags work awesomely. If you don't want to have individual waterproof bags, you can get these amazing mega Ziploc bags and you just put it inside your pack as a liner and everything will stay dry. The second layer of protection is a backpack cover. You can buy a backpack cover. They're $30 or $40. They're nice because they have elastic that wraps around your pack. Or you can go with a budget garbage bag. If you use a garbage bag, experiment with it, see how you're going to make it stay on your pack. Make sure you can use it. Another essential is going to be a water bottle. This is a 1 liter water bottle. You'll want to carry 1 or 2 of these depending on how much of a drinker you are. I think 1 bottle is going to be fine for me. Make sure you bring a flashlight. Headlamp style are the best because then you have your hands free. And I'm going to put fresh batteries in mine before I leave, and then I don't worry about bringing extra batteries. Otherwise, bring some extra batteries. Along the way, we'll be sleeping in little refugios, and they provide a bottom sheet and a blanket that many other people have used, and a pillow. So I'm recommending you get a backpacker or a sleep sheet. You can go to Amazon, and the friendly Swede will provide you with a nice little sheet for $20. You'll want to have a small camp towel. Not all of the bunkhouses and refugios do not provide towels, so you want to have a little towel to dry off with. All right, let's talk about personal hygiene items. I'm going to all the places we stay will have toilet paper, but you'll want to have a small emergency roll of toilet paper just in case you're out hiking during the day and can't get to a facility. I'm taking toothpaste, a small toothbrush, some bliss sticks. We're in shared bunkhouses, so earphones or earplugs are a really good idea. I'm going to bring a small travel size of shampoo, which should get me by for 3 or 4 washes. I'm going to have my personal size 2 ounces of sunscreen that I can take on the plane without checking my bag. And if I need more than that, there are stores along the way you can buy. You'll also want to have your own personal first aid kit. Mine's pretty simple. I've got some Band-Aids, some bandages, a few antiseptic wipes, some ibuprofen and Tylenol, and some moleskin for my feet. Anything more extensive, we will have a group first aid kit. Everybody's going to want to have their own set of sunglasses, and I highly recommend you bring a bandana. When it's hot, you can dip it in the stream, you can wipe the sweat off your face. If your neck is starting to feel sunburn, you can put it around your neck and give yourself some cover. It works for a lot of different wonderful things. You'll want to be set up with your electronics. I'm bringing my phone. This is my camera. It's my music. It's my book. It's my games. It's my journal. All in one little package. Of course, I've got to keep it powered. So I've got an adapter that Laurie and I will share. I think one of these for every 3 or 4 people is probably good. And then, of course, charging cable and a little set of headphones. We're going to have a lot of time in the refugios in the evenings to sit and visit and play games. I'm going to bring a deck of cards. If we have 4 decks of cards, we should be set for just about any possible game. Be sure and bring about $200 cash US equivalent in euros. You'll be needing to buy snacks, lunches, some dinners, and some trinkets and things along the way, and that should be enough to cover those things. Let's talk about some optional things that you may or may not want to bring. There are some stores along the way. The refugios serve simple breakfasts, mostly bread, cheese, eggs, some coffee and tea, cocoa, and then there'll be nice dinners, but you'll probably want some additional food along the way. I'm going to eat mostly what they have, but I'm going to bring a few of my favorite snack bars and some trail mix for long times out on the trail when I'm between those stops. You may want to bring some of your own, and if you have dietary limitations, then you would probably want to bring a little extra to cover you where there's a meal that isn't going to suit your needs. This is one of my favorite trekking tools. It's a little mini umbrella. You can get lightweight backpacker versions. This is just a cheapo one that I got at a drugstore. These things are awesome when it's hot and sunny out. Give yourself some shade. They're equally awesome when it's raining to give you some cover. I'm a big fan of hiking poles. Gives my knees and legs relief. Also provides me stability when I'm hiking on uneven terrain. So consider bringing hiking poles. I highly recommend them. But use them before you come and decide if you want or not. Because if you don't, you might as well not bring them, otherwise you'll just carry them for nothing. It's been recommended that we bring a small Tupperware container to put your lunches in and different things that might be delicate that they send us off with to carry during the day. I'm going to bring one about this size. I can also use it as a storage bin for some of my stuff. If it turns out I don't need it, I can always toss it along the way. Let's talk about hike clothing. First of all, footwear. I think there are several options. The most important thing is whatever you choose, wear it a bunch before the trip so you make sure your feet are happy in those shoes. I, for a long time, have been a big advocate of just really lightweight trail running shoes. They can work great, but more recently I've moved back towards lightweight hiking shoes. The big difference between the two is the stiffness of the sole in a light hiker is much stiffer. It's got a nice lugged sole, so when you're on rocky, uneven terrain, you won't feel it at the bottom of your feet. I find that with runners, my feet start feeling a little tired by the end of the day. But they are nice because they're nice and lightweight and comfortable. Truman hikes in Chacos, so maybe that's what you want to do. Like I said, make a choice. Audition those shoes extensively before the trip so you won't have any feet problems. This is an optional item. This is an optional item, but you may want to bring an extra pair of shoes in your pack for to get out of your hikers at the end of the day. So I like these wonderful Crocs, and there's other kinds of sandals and what have you. Just don't bring like an extra pair of tennis shoes that weigh 4 pounds. It's just unnecessary weight. I'm going to be bringing 3 pairs of socks. These are all wool socks, which are resistant to odor. at the very least bring synthetic socks. Cotton is not a good choice. And I've got enough socks here for 10 days of hiking that I can wash some along the way. There are a couple of washing facilities. I'm going to bring 2 pairs of underwear. I'm going to wear one set and have another one in my pack, and that way I can switch off washing them and keep one clean and one ready to go. The days are going to be hot and the nights may be cold. And so you want to come with a nice layering system. So I'm going to bring long underwear. This is kind of an optional item, but might be recommended. What's nice about a nice pair of long underwear is they're nice to sleep in at night if it's cooler. They're also, if you're not bringing very many clothes, they're something that you can put on in the evening while you're washing your other clothes. Alternatively, if you want to be a minimalist, you can leave the long johns at home and just wear your long pants to bed if it's cold out. The next layer is a polar fleece or a sweater. So this is like a light polar fleece jacket. Now, I'm probably going to make a choice between these two. I'm probably either going to bring this or this, but maybe not both for this trip, so I can strip down some weight. In the evenings, or while you're sitting on a pass waiting for your friends, it can get cold, so I'm going to have a light puff jacket. Light puff down jacket that's going to keep me nice and warm. It can rain, and if it does, it can be for hours, and you don't want to get soaked to the bone, and that can become a perilous situation. So, rain pants and a rain jacket. The thing I would recommend is you go get a breathable, rainproof jacket, like a Gore-Tex, or there's all sorts of brand names that's a single layer. So this is a very thin jacket. It only has one layer. The waterproof is actually a material that's glued to the nylon outer part of the jacket. It's nice and lightweight. I can also use this as a windbreaker, and it's going to keep me dry if it's raining. And then I have a pair of rain pants made out of the same thing. Now these each cost about $100 a piece. I think if you go on Amazon, you can probably find off Chinese brands for $40 or $50. Or if you want to go real budget, you can buy plastic rain pants and rain jacket at Big 5 Sporting Goods for $20. All right, let's talk about basic hiking clothes. I'm going to take 2 shirts, a t-shirt, and I like a collared shirt. So I've got a collared short sleeve hiking shirt. This is a wool t-shirt. I love these. I can wear this for days and days and it never stinks. It's easy to wash, it dries really fast, and I like this shirt because it gives my neck some protection from the sun when I'm starting to feel a bit sunburned. I'm going to bring 1 pair of long pants that are nice, stretchy, lightweight hike pants, and I'm going to bring 1 pair of nice light hiking shorts, which for me will double as a swimsuit if I ever decide to jump in a cold stream with Carlton. As an alternative, or in addition to your short sleeve shirt, you may want to bring a long sleeve hiking shirt. A lot of people really like these, particularly if you're sensitive to the sun. It's nice to cover up even on a warm day, and they're easy to roll the sleeves up and turn into a short sleeve shirt. And don't forget to bring a hat for the sun. Face pal caps are great. The nerdier option is the full-blown sun hat, which can look kind of goofy but gives you much better coverage for your ears, neck, and nose. Finally, you'll want to bring a lightweight pair of gloves and a lightweight beanie for cold nights, or if we hit a summer winter storm as we're going over a mountain pass. The tour company has provided us 4 sets of maps and 4 sets of trail guides. So some of you will be carrying these. There are a few items of group gear that I will bring along so you don't have to worry about them. Those items include water purification tablets for emergency water if we need it. I'll have clothing detergent so we can wash our clothes at the laundromats along the way. I'll have a more extensive first aid kit. and I'll have clothesline for us to hang our clothes on. Here I am, fully packed with all my gear in my pack, including a liter of water, which weighs 2.5 pounds. Let's see how I did for my weight. 14 pounds. That's pretty good. Okay, I think that's it. If you've got questions, give me a call on my cell phone or send me an email. Can't wait to see you out there. It's going to be fun.